10 years, wow. It seems like just yesterday, doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? So, 10 years ago, we thought it would be a good idea to create web science because we thought that this web thing was all good fun, but nobody really understood it as a system. I think we were right. Uh, I think then, in fact, interestingly enough, we were worried about what happens to a world connected by a web if people haven't thought about the effect of the web on the world, and what happens to the way people actually interact, and what emergent phenomena we get. And I think, so for example, interestingly, when we actually had a web science conference, and the best paper on the first conference, if I remember rightly, was one about how the web was used nefariously to affect the result of an election. Hey, who'd have thought of that? So, has it suddenly become irrelevant in today's world? Is everything obvious? Not at all. In fact, to a certain extent, the people who 10 years ago put together the web science as an idea, and personal thanks, by the way, to all of those people who formed that original research initiative, then eventually the Web Science Trust, all the people on the original board, all the founders. Thank you to that, but also thank you to all the other people who've been involved in any way since it was that. Since then, has it got more obvious how the web works? No, but it has got more obvious that we don't know. So I think for example, fake news is suddenly a thing. It's got a name for it. People have been studying it, some of us for a while, but in fact, and worried about it, some of us for a while. But now fake news suddenly it is a thing, and people are wondering about actually what it is about Facebook, what it is about Twitter that causes particular types of things to propagate. So very, very web science-y topics now, 10 years on, are in the mainstream media as high-level topics of discussion are discussed in parliaments. So kudos to everybody who started this combined multidisciplinary thing, which is web science. Kudos to all of those who've been pushing along and delving into it and trying to better construct, especially in interdisciplinary ways. Do not think that the original reason that you all came together has gone away. Far from it. 10 years on, really, really important. And in fact, I would suggest that you motivate yourselves and get moving with great urgency to understand what's going on out there in the social media, what's going on as we build decentralized networks, for example, which may be freer or central control, how those different systems, those decentralized systems with different architectures, how those actually affect the macroscopic movement and communications of ideas and means and people. So really, really important. Keep up the good work. Congratulations to everybody who's involved in it for these 10 years, and a very happy birthday to web science.